Thanks for coming. We have two portions of the show, the talking part and the drinking part. And so we're going to make the talking part real short.
Yay!
Because that's just the kind of guys we are. Hi, my name is Kevin Bloom, and I'd like to introduce Emmett Harris and James Stein. This is kind of an audience participation thing, so we're going to have Emmett's going to be talking about evaluating different kinds of beer, and James has got a homebrew system that he built himself up here, and he's going to tell you about that. And in between all this, we'll have time for questions.
The spider?
All right. Well, I wanted to have a lot of news today about the most recent legislation that we put through the legislature here in New Hampshire. Starting in 2010, we introduced a bill called HB 262 as the Nanobrewery Bill, and totally supported by Porcupines and introduced by Porcupines and written by Porcupines. And it made New Hampshire the first state to recognize nanobreweries as a separate category of brewery. Now, I have a unique perspective that I brought to the beer bill, and that was that having started a brewery here that did not succeed and died, I tried to fix it for other people so that they wouldn't have the same problem that we did, and basically make it easier to sell. They had a lot of laws. One of them was you could only sell one case to a person that came into the brewery, and you were not allowed to sell beer over the counter. So you're limited in sales. You're kind of stuck with the distributor. As soon as you got them, there's no real way out. The state makes itself a party to all transactions between brewers and the distributor. So that was a big issue. And
we didn't know that.
Hopefully, the way that the nanobrewery law was written, it gave actually distributors aren't allowed to buy beer from nanobreweries. That was not our intent. But the Liquor Commission put that in anyway, for their own reasons. Anyway, moving along, we moved to HB 1208. The following year, we tried to get the limits raised. They limited nanobreweries, and this was at the request of Budweiser, by the way, to only being able to sell 4 ounces of beer per label. So we've been trying to get that out for the last 2 years. And finally, this year, we introduced a bill called HB 253, which is the Nanobrewery Plus bill, which would have let nanobreweries sell as much as they want over the counter. And the reason that's important is because you make a lot more money selling beer by the pint than you do selling beer in a bottle, because you don't have to buy bottles and caps and pay people to put labels on and all kinds of things like that. It did pass the House on the consent calendar. Following that, it went to the Senate, where they added an amendment that said, if you want to do this, you have to add a restaurant. So, yesterday we thought we had that worked out to where there was a compromise. It went